Hey there, and welcome to another video with me. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a single blog post with Elementor Pro. So what is Elementor? Elementor is the #1 WordPress page builder in the world. So I'm sure you've heard of Elementor before. So the difference between building a blog post with Elementor Pro and the normal WordPress editor is humongous, is massive. There's a lot more benefit, there's a lot of flexibilities and a lot more features that Elementor Pro offers. So I'll show you examples of what I've done with Elementor Pro and you'll have a better understanding of what it is. Beside from all those benefits from building your blog post with Elementor Pro, once you build your blog post once with Elementor Pro, you will not have to build it again and again. But first of all, you need to know how to design it. But once you know how to design it, the rest is history. You know how to do it and you know how to do it. So understand what I mean. After I design the first blog post, I will upload the second blog post. So you will see what I mean. You will see that the examples is very smooth. All you need to do is you need to know how to design it the first time. And the second time, you won't have to design it again. So that's all you need. Before we get started, if you don't yet have Elementor Pro, my recommendation will be go in the description down below, click on the link. First thing you'll see will lead you into the Elementor Pro homepage. You will be able to purchase Elementor Pro from there, or you can use the link I'll put on my screen here. That will also lead you into the Elementor Pro homepage so you can purchase. So purchase your Elementor Pro, and then I see you on my PC. If you don't know how to purchase Elementor Pro, I have a separate video where I show you how to purchase Elementor Pro. Okay, guys, here we are on my PC. So what you need to do first, you need to go on your Google browser. And on your browser up here, you need to type wikmedia1.com/Elementor. wikmedia1.com/Elementor. And it will lead you directly into the Elementor's homepage. And from here, you have many options. So you have the essential plan, which is one website. The expert is $199 for 25 pro websites. And the agency is a 1,000 pro website. So the one that I recommend and the one that I use at the moment is the 25 pro website is $199. I'm going to upgrade to the $399 soon. But the one I recommend you to go for is the £199. So you can build as many websites as you like. You have the 199 one. And here at the bottom, there's one that's hidden. It's not really displayed on the plan. You have the Pro. So if you click here, for example, you will have this option to purchase it at $100 or $99. So from here, so all you need to do is you just fill in your details, right? I'm not going to, well, obviously, some of my details are already here. You just fill in your details, purchase it, and then that's it, right? So that's just one thing I wanted to show you on this one. Okay, so basically this is an example of a blog post that I've designed with Elementor Pro. As you can see, I have my feature image here. I have an area here where I have like another item that I'm selling, that I'm promoting. And at the bottom here, I have a sign up newsletter. Then I have another image here. I have a sign up form for my freebie, right? For my free item, which I offer. Then at the bottom here, I have a social sharing post. Then I have my image here, so I have the auto down here with basically what I do and, the type of business I'm into. And down here, if people want to read more, they can just click here, right? And then they will have access to the previous posts and they will just need to read. Basically, that's a post that I designed with Elementor Pro. Okay, guys, this is my own website. I've shown you examples on what I've done on my previous website. Okay, first things first, what we need to do is we need to go to our WordPress dashboard. You click here on dashboard. And on dashboard here, you need to go here to templates. And on templates here, you need to click here on Team Builder. You need to select what you want to build. So as you can see, I've already got a footer here. So, but what we're interested about is a single post. So click here on single post. I'm not going to add a single post, any of these. I want to start from scratch so you know what you're doing. In the future, you know how to change and edit any details that you need to. So I will close this. That's like a picture, perfect, introducing the AI image. Okay, just close this one. Okay, right now we are on the Elementor Pro editor. So you can see all these elements we have that we don't have on the free version. So yeah, we are on a blank page. So we can get started. Okay, the first thing you're going to need is, as you can see here at the bottom, on the left-hand side are all the elements we're going to need to build our single post item, right? So all the elements we're going to need to build our single post. So we have the post title, post content, and all the details. At the bottom here, we have the basics. There's a lot more things here that we have. Okay, first thing first, we need to go to post title. That's what we need. So we're going to add like a section here on top, and I'm going to drag a post title. So just leave it there. Post title. So the post title that's here is my top recommended online business tool. That's from a previous blog post that I built, but never mind. By default, it will pull out that blog post I have on my website. If you don't yet have a blog post, it's going to be another message here. So I'm also going to be able to change this post title, but for now, the default one is this one. I will show you how to change that in a moment. And we need to go back again, and then we need to get the post info. So we get another section down there, and then we drag the post info at the bottom here. So we have the post info. The date is not correct. The author is admin because I set it up as admin, but I'll show you how to change. The time is also not correct. So let's start with the comments. Here, I don't need comments on my blog post. Unless you need comment, then you can leave comment. But I don't need comment on my blog post. So I will basically get rid of comment. I need the time. I don't need the exact time, but I need the date. So if you want to leave the date and the time, it's fine. But I like to have the date on my post. So, but I don't really like to have the exact time. So I'll just remove the time. Now the date, I'll just change the date. Custom, I'll change that to today. We are the 14th of October, the 14th of November, sorry, 2023. Yeah, that's fine. And the author is going to be custom as well. I'll need to put my name here. So the author is going to be there by Orixokwe. My name is going to be there. And link, I don't need to link this to anything. It's absolutely fine. The date is there. Now, if I want to change like the color of my post title, I can just come here, style, then typography. The color here is going to be what? Black. Yes, change that to black. That's fine. Okay, awesome. So far it looks good. Awesome. Advanced. Then if I want anything to play with the padding here, I can play with the padding here. I can just unlink the values, and then I can play with the paddings, or let's just have that to 1. Yeah. And here on the width, I'm going to have the width 546, right? If I want to switch it to section, I can switch it to section. HTML tag, I will leave it to just default is fine, or I can change it to, I can play on with this one if I like to. Now let's go to style. Style, that's absolutely going to be fine. I can play with the color here, and then everything is centered already. And I also need to center this one. I need to go to typography, and then I center that too. Okay, awesome. Another thing that I need to do is I need to add social sharing. So I'll go for social share button, and then I'll just put that down there. Social share button. So I can change the button. So I can change it. I can put, for example, Twitter or whatever I want. I can add one more. And the one that I'm going to add is going to be Pinterest, right? Okay. So that's Pinterest. It's the fourth one. So I'll put the buttons there, all of them. So the button size, I'll just put the button size like this. And the row gap, I'll put the gap a little bit more. Yeah, so guys, you just play around with this thing. And here, for example, when it comes to the official color, you can come here to custom and play around with the official color, but I won't touch that really. I'm going to change the font. So if I go here so if I click here, then I'll go up there. Actually, if I click this one, then I'll go to style, text, typography. I'll change the fonts to popping. That's the font that I use. And weight can be semi-bold if I like to, but I prefer semi-bold. So the weight is semi-bold. Line height, I'll leave the line height the way it is, or I can slightly play around with the line height. The letter spacing, I can play around with the letter spacing, word spacing, everything I can play around with it. Yes, that's absolutely amazing. Now that I've had that, what I need to do here is I need to add a feature image. So if I click here and then I add another section, I go here and then I click on, I select feature image. The feature image is going to appear here, but we won't have any feature image because we haven't yet created our post on the Elementor section. I mean, a lot of this will make sense once we jump to the other step. Just so you know, for now, the feature image will not appear because we haven't created our block yet. So feature image is going to be there, and then we're going to add another section, which is going to be called. So let's add another section, which is going to be called the post info. No, the post content, sorry, the post content. So by default, I will have this one because I created a post content in the past. So that's why I have this. But because you're starting from scratch, so you will not have, you're more likely to have like a blank post like this one. But then I'll show you how to make everything go all well together. Okay, now we're going to create our freebie or our free stuff opt-in page or our opt-in box, right? So, okay, I'll give you an example. So for example, this is a blog post that I've created, right? And this is our opt-in page that I put here. So there is an opt-in page here with our free stuff. So we're going to create this one. As you can see, this is our blog content and all the details, but this is a blog post. Okay, let's go. I just wanted to show you that. Now we need to create that. So you need to add like a section with 2 columns. And the first one is going to be an image, just a normal image. So we're just going to drag an image there. And the second one is going to be our form. So if you if you don't find form, just type form and the form will appear. So I will need to kind of play around with this a little bit, right? Just like that. So I'll say 30, 35, 34.7, that's fine. So you can see our opt-in form is horizontal, right? It's not vertical like this one. This is horizontal. But there's a reason why it's why is vertical. I would like to have it as horizontal. So what I need to do is I need to go here to advanced and click here on custom CSS. I'll need to post a shortcode here. So I'll give you access to the shortcode. For now, don't worry about how to code or anything. Just all you need to do is just copy and paste the shortcode here. That's it. Just paste the shortcode there. As you can see, the shortcode has, like, everything has changed automatically. Once I post this, I will give you access to this code anyway. You don't need to worry about that. I'll give you access to the code. Now I need to go back to this section. I need to delete message because I don't need a message. I only need the name and email. That's all I need. And on the name section, text advanced, I'll just leave it the way it is. I'll leave name. I'll put name required. Email is automatically required because it's the main thing. So label, require mark, that's fine. The button, I'll say, I'll also change the message on the button. Let me just check the message that's there. It's yes, please. I'll just change the message to yes. Yes, please. I'll put this an icon, like an arrow to indicate that I need it. And then I'll just insert it. Okay, that's pretty much it, right? Now, action after submit. So what will happen after people submit? So usually, or essentially, when people submit the credentials, it will normally go, the credential will normally go to an email service provider. So it depends on the type of email service provider you select. But I use ActiveCampaign and GetResponse. These are the two email service providers I use, and that's the one I recommend to my clients. So I will not show you how to set up the email and ActiveCampaign system. So because you need to connect ActiveCampaign and GetResponse or GetResponse to your form. But we won't do it now. You can go ahead and do it later. I have a separate video where I show you how to do that, but I will just leave that part for now. But if you want to, you will just select any of these. Let's say GetResponse or ActiveCampaign, and then you go ahead set up. So collect submissions. I can also play around with that. Email, I need to put my professional email or my business email here. Button is green. I can change the button color. I don't know. Dark green. Leave it like that. Message, you know what? I won't play around with this area. I'll just leave it the way it is. Now I'll go to advanced. This is, I need to unlink this value and I need to play around with the padding, right? Because I want this to be in the middle, like that. Yeah, that's fine. And on the image, I'm going to insert an image here. I'll just insert this image there. That's an image I've put. This is an ebook for my client, by the way. So her name is Jennifer. So I'll change that and then I'll put medium is fine, absolutely fine. Medium is okay. And then I'll need to put the background. So if I click here and then I go at the back and then I select on classic, then I need to put the background image here. I'll select that one. Now I need to put like text, like a headline, right? And then I'll just copy this one, right? And then I'll go back there and paste it. All right, that's it. Let's say H1 and center it, or let's leave that left. And I will need to play around with the size. So the size, make it a little bit big. I think a little bit big is fine. That's fine like that. And the font is popping. I like to use one font all over my website. I don't like to use too many fonts, too many different type of fonts. I like to use one or two type of fonts. It depends what you like. Now, line height. Let's bring that there like this. Letter spacing is fine. Word spacing is okay. let's check what we have here. Now I need to put another text there. So let's go back here. And then I'll put like a text editor there. Okay, text editor there. Then I'll just get rid of this one. Copy and paste. That's it. Now, I've just realized the form is a little bit, the padding is a little bit too low. Let's put it a little bit in the middle, right? That's fine. Okay, now on the form, I will change I'll increase the text, the size, right? Typography is fine, just a little bit like that. And let's put that dark, right? Very readable. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I think our form looks amazing. Now, if I want to stretch my form to my whole website, then I can just go here to layout and then I can just click here on stretch. So our form will, like all my form will stretch to my website. But, I don't know if it's what you want. If it's what you want, then do it. But if you don't want to stretch it, just put it like this, right? Okay, awesome. We've now created our form. So now we're going to add two more sections. So if you just select that, add one row with two sections. But before we do that, let's add like a section, and then we're going to add a gap, right? So let's add something called a spacer. So we're going to put like a space here, and in here, we're going to put a title, and at the bottom there, we're going to put share. So share button, social sharing. We're going to put that there, and we're going to add one more, which is potentially going to be Pinterest, right? So let's play around with this one pretty quickly. Font size, I'll just play around with that. That's fine. And here I will change the message here. So I'll just go back here and just copy this one really. Then I'll paste the message there. Okay. Typography, I'll increase the size. Share this post. Poppings. So that's what I like. I prefer poppings. Yeah, that's pretty much all. Now, next thing, we need to add like a very fine line between our share post message, with the auto section. So I will now add like a fine line. So I come here to elements and then I divider. I look for an element called divider. Okay, sorry. Before I do that, I need to add a section, and then I'll come here and type divider. And our divider, that's basically how it looks, and it's kind of dark, but I need to change the color of our divider. I need to have that a little bit more, less dark, a little bit fine, like this, a little bit fine. I like the color to be a little bit fine. Okay, awesome. Now, next thing that I need to do is I need to add like an auto box down here. So I will need to go to my elements here, and then I just drag the auto box down there. And the auto box, as you can see, that's basically, it says admin, but never mind. Let's just go ahead and change that message. Now, I need to go to current auto. That's what I need to do. And then I click on custom. And on custom, I need to put my name. So custom, first of all, I'll put my picture, right? The name is going to change. I'll just copy and paste my name there, really. The name is going to change to Oexokwe. That's my name. And the biography will basically do the same. This is my biography that I put. I like to just have something short and brief about myself and what type of thing that I do. Let's go to style, image size. I'll change the image size a little bit. I'll put it a little bit bigger, like that. That's going to be fine. The gap, I don't really need to play around with the gap. The border radius, you can play around with that one if you like to. There's a color. Let's say I would like it to be a little bit darker, right? So what we're going to do here is we're going to duplicate our divider and drag it down. So just click here on duplicate, and we're just going to drag that down here. So you can see it looks pretty good, right? And then we're going to add a heading here, and we're going to put a message here. So I'll put that on H1, and I can change the color if I like to. Let's just change the color to black, right? Absolutely fine. Then when I go to typography, I'll increase the size a little bit. That's fine. Semi-bold, that's okay. So the next thing we need to do is we need to drag our post navigation. So you just need to click that and drag it down here. So at the moment, because we don't have any posts, so it kind of doesn't really show. But once we start publishing posts, right? Once you start publishing the post, then it will show up. As you can see, this one, it has this one, right? So previous posts are fantastic. So if I click here on this one, for example, it will show me my previous posts and all the content. So yeah, so that's basically what it is. You can see that's the previous content, right? So let me just go back. Okay, let's go back here. So in here, for example, where it says in the same term, we can put like a post here, and then on the post taxonomy, we can put like categories, right? And yeah, but we really don't want that. We just leave it blank, normal. So we won't really need to put that. Okay, now we're going to publish our single blog post, right? It's not yet finished. This is just one part of it, but we need to publish it and move on to the next part. So click here on publish, and we need to add a condition. So add a condition. The condition is going to be on all singular. So we can publish it on post in category, post by author. It depends what you really want, but my recommendation would be all singular. So tick that box, and then you click here on save and close. So it's now being published, and we can just view live site and see how it looks. Not bad, right? This is not bad. So far, this is how it looks. It's going to look much more better than this. Now we're going to need to add a blog post. So if you go here to post and click on add new, and here I'm going to just put a blog title. Here, content layout, I really won't touch that bit. I'll leave it to full width. I'll just leave it to full width. Sidebar, I won't really touch the sidebar. And padding, I'll just leave it the way it is. Now here, on the side here, I need to select a category. Our category is going to be our email, let's say landing pages. That's the category. And here on feature image, I will need to select a feature image. So I'll put this image. You can add like alt text. So, and here file URL is here, and I'll just set the image. So allow pin back and track back. That's fine. Standard. And just click here on publish. Actually, click here on save as craft, and come here and click on edit with Elementor. Okay, so far, this is how our posts look like, right? You know, um, we're now going to start building again. So this is a different look from what you like, you've seen before, but let's go. I need to add a section here. So click on the plus button here, and then I'm going to add like a section here. And in this area, I will add a text editor. And that's just like a sample. I'll get rid of this text here. I'll get rid of these texts here, and then I'll come to my website here. I'll just copy some text here, for example, and then I'll just paste it there. So I've pasted my text here, and I'm just going to add more text, a little bit more text, and then I'll just copy this one as well. Copy this one as well. And then I'll just paste it there. Okay. And then I'm going to increase the size of my text, right? I'm going to go here to the color. First of all, I need to put that to all black. And I'll align, so everything is fine there. And here on the typography, I'll increase the size of my text. I'll say up to this point. And then also I'll go back again on typography, the family font. I like to use popping. So I like to use poppings, and the poppings is 18 poppings normal, but let's bring that to 16. I think 16 is fine. Yeah, 16 is okay. I prefer this font, this size, 16. The weight is normal. If I want to change the weight, I can change the weight. That's also fine. The style is, so I mean, you can play around with this area here. Things like line height, letter spacing, word spacing. You can play around with these areas, right? Now I need to add a section here, right? So in this section, I'll add a heading here, and then I'll just put my header H1. The size is going to be large, and I'm going to paste my my header there, right? I'll just copy that and paste it there. And then I'm going to add another section. And in this section is going to be my text editor. And my text editor, I'll go here and copy my text right here. And then I'll just paste it down there. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, my text is there. And if I want to, obviously, I'm going to change the text color. So you go to style, change the text color. That's fine. And then typography, you need to change the size of your, I'll say 16. I'll stick to 16. I like to have everything the same all over my website. So poppings 400 normal. Now letter spacing, I can go back to my website here, Elementor, and then I'll just space out a bit more my content, right? Fashionable with a okay, let's go to okay, I'll space out my text, right? And then I'll come here to this area, space out again. Okay, everything is spaced out nicely and it looks beautiful. And I'm going to add another space, and I'm going to add another section there, down here, and then I'll put an image. right? This size of image is too big. I'll put that to medium, and then I'll just upload an image here that's going to be Bluehost. That's just an example, right? And that's going to be Bluehost, and the image size is going to be medium, and that's how my image size looks like. And I'll do the same now. And then I'll put another section here, and then I'll add my heading just here. And heading is going to be H1, and the title is going to be, so I could put anything there, by the way, right? The subtitle could be anything, but I'm just going to go ahead and put something else here. So in this case, it's going to be Bluehost. Let's just say Bluehost, for example. Bluehost. And it's H1. The style, the color is blue. I'll keep the color blue for the subtitles. For all my subtitles are going to be blue. And the size is going to be the same. So I'll go to typography and check is all the same. Okay, large. Yeah, it's large. So all of my texts are going to be the same size. So I'll go there and put large. That's it. And then I'll just repeat again. I'll put another section where I need to put the text editor and just get rid of this. I'll be fast, right? Because this is, I'm just doing the same thing. And then I'll just copy this one, copy my text, and then I'll paste it down here. And then I'll just go back here, copy my text. And then I'll just paste it down here. And that's pretty much what I need to do here. And the text color, I'll change the text color to black. It has to be black. And the typography is the same, is 16. All over the website is going, it has to be 16. Popping is the same. Oh, sorry, popping. Yeah, poppings. The letter spacing is fine. Everything looks amazing. I like the way it looks. If I want to add a quote on this area, I can go ahead here on my, so on this icon, and then I'll just type quote, right? And I can put a quote or I can put a testimonial. I mean, that does not even make sense. I can put a quote, basically. I can put a quote here with something, you know, then I change the message. I just say, life is beautiful. All right. And then here on the author, Ulrich. And then I just leave that. I can change, I can play around with this. I can, like, you know, tweet button. I can leave the tweet button on, or I can turn it off. I can leave it on, really. That's fine. But that's just an example. You can play around with these areas like that. I'm going to add another text. So I'll essentially duplicate the same thing. So I'll add another section. I'll do the same thing where I add a heading. That's going to be my subtitle, and it's going to be large and H1. And here it's going to be something else. So I'll put active campaign. So that's H1. And then down here, and then I'll add another section. And then I'll put my text editor here as well. I get rid of this one. Okay, I need to add the sidebar now. I need to add a sidebar. So as you can see, everything looks beautiful. Everything looks nice. I can even update this and publish it if I like to. But I want to make this blog post look, I want to make this blog post look a little bit more amazing. So what I need to do here is, so I'll show you an example. So you see, for example, here we have a sidebar and everything, right? So I'll basically replicate the same thing that we have here, but on our blog post here. So first thing, what we need to do is we need to add two sections. So we need to add a section with two rows. And I'm going to put so I'll shrink the rows a little bit more here. I'll put that to 67.5, for example. And then I'll drag all of my work into this. So for example, here, I'll drag that here, right? And then the next one, which is a page builder, which is this one, the title. I'll drag that down here, right? And then I'll do the same for this one. And I don't know why it's creating these ones, but I'll just get rid of them later. But just drag the next one down there. So that's my image, right? WordPress page builder, Elementor Pro, Bluehost. Then I put here this one. Then I need to drag that one as well, right? So, and then I need to drag the tree as well. Okay, that's fine. So I'll somehow need to delete some of these details, right? I need to delete some of these because I don't need this one. I don't know why it's appearing like that, but let's just delete that for now, right? Okay, we've deleted that. And I'm going to grab the title down there. Then I'll do the same. Just drag it on on the same line. So you can see everything looks well organized. Everything is straight, right? And so let's just do the same for this image as well. Okay, awesome. Everything looks splendid. And then I'll just delete these ones. Right? I'm just gonna delete those ones. Awesome. So now I need to add a sidebar. So in here, I will need to go and add like a headline, right? Right. And in here, I'll just get rid of this one. And then I'll add my message there. So my message here is click here to buy now. Okay, I'll just put that there. And I'll just paste it here. Click here to buy now. My heading has to be 1. And my heading has to be H1, sorry. The color is blue, is fine. Typography. Great. So let's check here. What do we have? We have an image. So we're going to put an image there as well. So we'll drag and drop an image down here. And then I'll put my Elementor image there. And then at the bottom here, I'll put a button. So if you click on this icon, it will give you option to add a button. And on my button, in here where it says link, I'll put the link of my Elementor Pro. So remember, my Elementor Pro is oicmedia1.com/Elementor. So I'll just copy the link there. And then I'll paste it down here. That's splendid. So center that. Size is going to be large. That's fine. And I'll put an icon library. I'll go to icon library. Put the arrow. Insert the arrow. It has to go before. Okay, click here. Oh, what's the message here? The message here is, yeah. Click here to buy now. Okay, I'll just say click here. I'll just leave it. Click here, really. Okay, now the next thing I need to do is I need to add a sign up for our newsletter. Okay, first thing I need to do, let's go back again to our icon. We need to add a spacer. And then I'll just drag a spacer there. See, it's just to give a little bit of gap. And then down here, I'll go to my area here, and then I'll look for another. So I'll look for a header. So let's just place our header down here, and just get rid of that one. Copy this one, and then I'll paste it here. I just I'll change the message, weekly emails. Newsletter is good, but it looks very old, you know. So it sounds very old. I'm going to put a form down here now. And then on the form, I'll just get rid of things. I'll just leave email, right? That's it. And on the message here, button, I'll change the message I'll change the message to send. I can leave it to send if I like to. I'll just put that yes, please. That's it. Yes, please. Now, if I want to customize these buttons, you know, action after submit, that's another thing. Okay, so now this looks beautiful. You know, it looks like this. I'm going to add another thing just to make it look a little bit more, you know, spicy. And then here, I can add like a spacer again. And then I'll add a spacer. And then I'll add like a header. And then I'll say, thank you for reading. And then I'll add a social icon, social share button, social share button. So I've changed it to that much, you know, that's pretty much looks amazing, right? I mean, we're already asking people to share down here, you know, we can just, okay, everything is done now. Don't forget to update, click on update. So everything can be saved, or click on publish. It will say publish. So click on publish. This one is going to be a template. So now let's view our blog post and see how it looks, right? Let's preview changes. Okay. This is how it looks, right? This is how it looks. It looks beautiful. It looks amazing. As you can see, everything is there. The name of the author is there. Everything is amazing, right? Okay, now let's go back to our dashboard. And yeah, so exit. If you want to view page, basically this is where you view the page. Let's just exit to our dashboard. Okay, here we are on our dashboard again. What we need to do here is we need to create another blog post. So if you go here to post and click on add new, and then on here, I'm going to put landing page. And the content layout, it has to be full width. The sidebar. Okay, so here on the sidebar, I'll leave it default, and the category is going to be email marketing and landing page. The feature image, I can essentially choose anything here, really. Right? That's my feature image. And yeah. And then I'll just click here on save draft. And then I click here on edit with Elementor. This is like, you know, this is my feature image. As you can see, the block design that we did last time, you know, is basically, it has become our standard, right? It has become our structure. So every time when we like to create a new post, this is how our standard is going to look like. So you can see here we have created by OXOKWE, which is me. Obviously the date is different. I can always change the date here, right? I can change the date. Never mind. I can change the date. Or I can even remove the date, right? I can even remove the date, right? So this is single post. And here, you can see here, this opt-in page always remains the same. One, explain the wins, download my fabulous side hustle guide, right? By signing up for my, share this post, all the social sharing buttons are there. The author is there. What I do, business consultant, video creator, and writer. The attention is on mobile, and all the details are here. So everything is here. So the template, the structure remain the same. Now I need to create my new blog post. So I'll basically replicate the same thing that I did last time for this one, right? I'll essentially replicate the same thing that I did last time for this one. So that's what I need to do here. So you can see the structure is the same. Okay, let's go ahead and do it now. And here, I'll just put like a section. Again, text editor down here, I'll get rid of the sample text. Then I'll go to my website. I'll just copy this one. And then I'll paste it down here. Right? Let's just say social icon, for example. Right? And I can change the social icon. If I like to change the social icon, I can change the social icon. And I put the links here, right? Everything I put the link, go on your social media and paste the link. That's pretty much what you need to do, right? And once you've done that, you need to press here on publish. The post is live. If I want to preview, I can preview the post. And this is how the post looks like, right? Amazing. It looks beautiful, isn't it? So there's a lot of things you can do with Elementor Pro. As you can see, it's very flexible. It's beautiful at the same time. Let's go back to our dashboard. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to add a section again, and we're going to add a section again. And here we'll be looking for a post widget. So if you type post, just where it says post, just drag that there, and then we'll paste. So as you can see, this is our post. That's what we've, this is some of the posts that we've created so far. And that's how it looks, right? Amazing. So all the posts that I've created are here, as you can see. Okay, in here, we can play around with our blog post the way you like our, blog posts in our blog post section to be organized, right? So what we need to do is, so you click here, where it says layout. If you like it to be box, you leave it to be box. If you like it to be full width, you like it to, you have it full width like this. Okay, guys, you can always play around with the way you like. Once you've done everything the way once you've done everything the way you've done it, and the way you like it, what you need to do is you need to come here to update and click here on publish or update. And then you select where you like it to be published, right? So you need to select on blog, and then that's it. Click on save. That's it. Okay, guys, that's pretty much all that you have, and that's how it's supposed to be. And now let's visit our website and see. When we go to blog, a page that we created, we'll have this, and that's pretty much how it's going to look. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you do have any questions, drop it in the comment section below. I'll be more than ready to help you. Thank you very much indeed, and take care. Bye.